What's Gucci everyone? Welcome to another video of Linux Essential Commands you should know. Quickly, I just wanted to show you guys something. If I do an ls here, you can see I'm in a folder, in my log folder of a Rails project, and there's just a file called development.log, and log files are really good for what we're going to be going over in this video, which is the cat, head, and tail commands. But also, before we continue, I just want to start on a simple trick that if you do a exclamation mark, you can generate the last command you did, which for me is ls. And you can also just press up to do that as well. But the commands I want to go over is cat. Now, if we would look at man for cat, it stands for concatenate and print files. And what it does is the cat file reads files sequentially. So simply, if I do cat development.log, it gives me the whole file sequentially, all in the terminal, even if I have to go up. And it's for me, this is great for log files because log files are where errors get reported, or you can see what's happening under the hood or what requests are happening in a Rails application. If you don't know what Rails is, that's okay. It's just log files get appended to in a lot of web applications, so you can look at them and see if when errors happen, maybe where the error happened, where the error occurred. And so you can do that with cat. You can also do cat/n development.log, and that will give you the nice line numbers, as you can see right there, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And you can look, and another option we could use quickly is, I spelled man wrong. We could use the number lines is pretty good, and we could see the non-printing characters, but you don't need much more than that. We could try the uswitch, which is non-buffering, which would simply mean that if it was taking time to buffer and needed extra space, it would be showing those. It would be showing that. Okay, now that's cat. So cat shows you the entire file. Now we're going to go over to head and tail. So simply, if I do man head, head shows the head of the file, which is the first lines of a file, as you can see there. And so if I do head development.log, we saw what the whole file looked like. Now we only get the first about 5-10 lines, I believe. And so I can also do head/n1 and then do development.log to get the first one line, which is a very long one line, but that is the first one line. So that's head. So if you just want to know the head of a document, like maybe the title and stuff of something, you can do head. But more significant, especially in log files, is the tail, because any kind of requests that I'm talking about finding errors, get appended to the end of the file. So if you quickly want to see a very recent error you just got, you can do tail development.log, and that'll give you the last, I believe, 10 lines or so. And note, you can also give it the n option to give you the last one line there. And let's do man tail, see if there's any other options we would want. You can also specify how much number, how many bytes you want, so you can give it C and then give it the number of bytes. The location is number lines, so you can give it the location where you want to start from number lines. So like I gave it 1 and it gave me the last one number line. And let's see, oops, I keep on main here, and there we go. So a lot of these options causes tail to stop when the file is reached. So force causes tail to stop if the file is reached. So that means maybe the file isn't even 5 lines long. So doing tail gives you the whole file. Force will be okay with that, but otherwise it may not be. Actually, tail would be okay even if the file wasn't that long. You wouldn't have to worry about that. And so that's head, tail. Head is for printing the top of the file. If it's a big file, you only want to really use these if it's a big file anyway. Then you could just use, if it's not a big file, you can just use cat to view the whole thing. And if it's a big file and you just want to view the top, you can use head without going into it. And if it's a big file and you wanted to go to the bottom, you can use tail. Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys have a great, fantabulous day. Like the video if you want. Let's try to get 5 to 10 likes. Holy cow. Have the best day of your lives.